What's up, guys? Welcome to day 105 with Fusion. What we're going to be looking at today is continue on with our Automata box. We have 104. I'm going to get as far as I can, hopefully get 3 of these more cams modeled, and then go ahead and throw in our tangent relationships, our tangent mates. And so what we're going to do now is continue on with what we have here. The first thing I'm going to do is right click on this inside wall and create an offset plane, something for us to sketch on. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that in to see where that sketch plane lands in the middle of that follower rod or that bushing that we have modeled earlier. And that's going to be 125. Click OK. And then now we can create a sketch on that plane. A lot of things are in my way, so I'm going to go ahead and just make some things inactive. That way I don't have to worry about other pieces. I do like keeping that circular cam in there just for it to be aligned. So now we're going to create an offset or eccentric cam. And so we're just going to draw a circle where the center is offset from our axle. And then we're going to throw in some dimensions. That first dimension outside, since we were parametrically defined, we should be able to still use nominal diameter. Looks good. But I want to reference this inside profile, so we're going to use P for project. And I'm going to select on those 4 walls of that axle. Go ahead and project that geometry on there. Looks good. And then last one we need to is dimension the center of our axle, or the center of our cam to the center of our axle, and that's going to be, I think, nominal diameter divided by 4. I'm referencing my drawing sheet kind of off the screen, and that is right. So it's going to be nominal diameter divided by 4. And then we should be able to hit finish sketch. Okay, looks good to me. I'm going to hit E for extrude. We're going to go back to that symmetric extrusion, and we're going to use cam thickness. Cam thick. Looks all right. Click OK, and there we go. We have our eccentric cam modeled in. We can bring our box and other pieces in there to make sure it's in a good spot. We can go ahead and we'll assign material and appearance for all of those kind of in one get-go. But let's just continue on with where we're at. I'm going to right-click, do offset plane again. And this time I'm going to go to that third follower rod, which should be, looks like 2 inches. Yeah, it looks like 2 inches to me. Click OK. And let's now create a sketch on that plane. You can right-click and hit create a sketch. Just another shortcut way to do it. Box is in my way again, handles in my way again. I do like keeping those follower rods there though. So let's go ahead and now draw in our hex cam, which is pretty easy. For that cam, we're going to hit on create, polygon. Doesn't really matter too much on which type of polygon. It does matter on how you dimension it though. So I've got my hexagon right here. Looks good. Hit P for project, so we can select those 4 insides walls for my center axle. So you can see our hexagon right here is looking pretty good. The only thing I need to do now is go from dimension the center of that square to that outside wall, and that's going to be nominal diameter divided by 2. Okay, and we finish sketch. Looks good. We're cooking with grease. We can extrude that out, so E for extrude. Click on that profile and use cam thickness. But we're not going to do one-sided, we're going to do a symmetric. And then click OK. We're looking good. Let's just keep rolling while we're at it. Make that box, bring it back in. Right-click, offset plane from that sidewall. And that looks like it's going to be 2.75. 2.75. Looks good. Right-click on that plane. Create sketch. Make my box inactive again. And now we're ready to draw our pear cam. Now our pear cam does work a little bit different. And I'm going to do a little bit different what the drawing is what it has for us, is because I want this pear cam to work. And so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle. And then I'm actually going to draw another circle. Let me clean this up. Let me get some other things out of the way so we can see this sketch a little bit better. Now, the distance between this center of this circle and the center of this circle, that is going to be nominal diameter divided by 2. The diameter of that top circle would be nominal diameter divided by 8. And then let's go ahead and look at that as a driven sketch. And that overall, for some reason, we're throwing that automatic geometric constraint because we have this tangent here. I don't want that tangent, so I'm going to click on it once, hit delete, and now I can move some other pieces still. So let's try to dimension it now. There we go. Now it's no longer a driven dimension, and we can actually change it. That's going to be nominal diameter divided by 2. Looks good to me. Here's where things get a little bit different with drawing this pear cam. Instead of using straight lines, I'm actually going to use an arc. And something about the physics on it, and we're not really going to unpack that too much, is when you have a straight line for your pear cam, it just tends not to work very well. So instead, what I'm going to do is just do this 3-point arc. And it works a little bit better than if I were to do something else. Let's draw a line down the middle so that we got some symmetry going on. Looks good to me. Mirror that right line with that center line. Click OK. Only thing I'm missing is our profile for our center part. So P for project. And let's go ahead and, wrong key there. Let's project all 4 sides of that wall. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, make that handle inactive again. And it looks like everything is good to go. All right. We could go ahead and add some dimensions in there and fully dimension that sketch. For the sake of time, I'm not going to. Let's just bring this back on out. And along with our bodies. And let's just extrude all of those profiles symmetrically. And that distance is going to be cam thick. Instead of a join, we're going to do new body. Click OK, and we're cooking with grease. So we got 3 more of our cams thrown in there, and we're looking towards closer wrapping up this video. So while we're at it, let's do 2 things. One, let's take our bodies here, and let's make these components. So I'm going to highlight them all, create new component, click OK. Now these components have names. So it's going to be eccentric cam. We have the hex cam. And we have the pear cam. Looks great to me. We could go ahead and create these as their own subassembly, but I'm going to leave that for there right now. But now that they're now components, we can assign a material. So I'm going to highlight all of those, assign a physical material. We're going to stick with that PLA or ABS, ABS there, not PLA. There we go. Hit close on that. Let's hit A for appearance. Now we can take this red, drop it in on each one of those so it'll have the physical material of ABS plastic, but then it will have the color of that anodized red aluminum just because I think it looks good. Okay. Here's where the bread and butter comes from. Here's the amazing part of the tangent relationship and what I love so much about this. Okay. What we have is we have our follower rods and we have this surface right here. What I'm going to do is now do as built joint. So check this out. We're going to do as built joint since everything is modeled as it is on the true thing, we can use this shortcut of as built joint. So let's just check this out. I'm going to say we want this component right here to have some sort of relationship with that follower rod. That's going to be a slider, and the face in which it's going to do it is the center of that hole. Now check this out. I didn't have to choose anything else other than that, but it's already doing as expected. It's so good. All right. Now, if I slide this on down, check this out. We're going to do tangent relationship and say the edge of our follower foot is going to be in contact with the edge of our cam. Click OK. Ooh, we did run into an issue. That's right. I forgot. These are not done yet. Let's do rigid groups. For a rigid group, we're going to say this, and this are all rigid with one another. So click OK. Now they can't move. Now let's do the tangent. Come in here. Tangent that face with our cam. Click OK. Boom. Done. Sweetness. I love to see it, folks. All right. I'm going to wrap up that video here. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them down in the comment section. Check out that other video that I've done with duplicate with joints. I just threw that out a couple days ago. But we could actually do that with our follower rods here and save even more time. But for now, I think I'm going to call these Automata videos finished because I've made plenty of them already. I just wanted to show that tangent mate in there along with using as-built joints. Okay. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.